These are simple yet powerful tools for creating scale in your business. And if you don't do these 4 areas effectively, your business will stop growing and you will burn out. My name is Brandon Allen. I'm the founder of New Work Revolution. And for the last 15 years, we have helped hundreds of business owners go beyond their profits, which means we help them make more money while also eliminating their stress. Today's topic is leverage. And this is an area where business owners can do more with less. And I don't know about you, but if someone presents me with an opportunity to do more with less, I'm all ears, because as a small business owner, there's a lot of things to worry about and our time can be stretched really thin. So think about physics class in high school. Think about the principle of a lever. A lever's purpose is to lift more or do more with less effort and with less people involved. With a lever, we can do a lot more than we can with just our own brute strength. The same is true in our business. When we utilize these 4 areas of leverage, it allows us to impact the most people with the least amount of effort. So what we really want to do is create impact versus merely just doing more, which is what a lot of business owners get caught up into, is this tyranny of I've got to do more, I've got to do more. This is about working smarter, not necessarily working harder. So let's break down the 4 areas of leverage, and then I'll get into each one of them individually. Marketing, systems and processes, team building, and developing mental capital. These are the 4 areas I want to talk with you about today. So with regards to marketing, this is probably the easiest one for business owners to wrap their heads around in terms of why it's a high leverage activity in your business. When you produce content like a podcast, do an ad on Facebook or Google, send something to your email list, go networking at an event, you know that those things have the opportunity to have a maximum impact. You can reach hundreds to thousands, sometimes even millions of people with one piece of content or one ad or at one event. So you know that when you market, you have the opportunity to reach a ton of people. Despite this information, despite this knowledge, so many business owners don't market consistently, or some don't market at all. And the typical excuse for why this doesn't happen is not because the business owner doesn't know it's important, but because they forget that they let all the other day-to-day work get in their way. The emails, the interruptions from their team, the client work that they do. And listen, client work is important, but client work is a one-to-one exchange. When you work with one client at a time, which a lot of my clients do as well as myself, that's a one-to-one exchange. Now, it's important because it pays the bills, but when you market effectively, you have the opportunity to reach thousands of people on a day-to-day basis. So here's some things I want you to consider to really do marketing as leverage right. The first one is to have a plan. And part of that plan is knowing, who is it that I really want to talk to? Who is my business really for? What is the message that I want to put out to people to really draw them into what we do? And then what are the most essential and effective ways for me to deliver that message to my ideal customer? These are the real building blocks of your plan and your strategy around marketing. And most business owners, they never get to this plan and strategy piece. They just try to wing it. They try 100 different things and they go kind of shallow with each thing, and they never really get the results they're looking for in their marketing. And then eventually what happens is a business owner gets stressed out and they give up. They just stop doing it. Having a little bit of focus and intention will be so helpful to you in making sure that you're using marketing as a leverage tool. The other thing I'm going to suggest to you is have one person that's in charge of marketing, not 5, not 7, one person. Get that one person to own it and make sure that you're consistently marketing on a day-to-day basis. Marketing is a momentum game. The more you market, the more effective it's going to be. And the more you learn about what works and what doesn't. Because as you know, if any of you who've done marketing at all, you know it takes some trial and error to really dial it in and figure out what works and what doesn't. So make sure that you have that person in charge who's overseeing the results, overseeing the effort, and really looking at what works and what doesn't, so you can make informed decisions about how much you spend on marketing and what types of marketing channels you utilize to market your business effectively. I know a lot of business owners don't do that, but when you do, it really allows you to create marketing leverage effectively. Let's talk about systems and processes. That's the second high leverage area to focus on. Systems and processes is all about creating simplicity. And I know as a business owner, especially if you're a visionary, you hear this idea of systems and processes and a piece of you dies inside. You're like, Brandon, the last thing I want to do is systematize and create all these standards of procedures and all these different documents. You're probably thinking, I should stop this video right now, but don't, because here's the payoff with systems. Do you want a simpler life? Systems and processes will get you there. Think about the things in your business that are annoying annoyances, things that you do repetitively, things that people keep screwing up and don't understand on your team, experiences that don't quite happen the way you want them to with your customer. All these things can be solved with a good system or process. And a lot of times, and we're going to talk about team building next, but a lot of times our team issues are really systems issues that team members are having a hard time functioning because the way that we have a system designed, or our lack of system overall, is creating friction in their ability to deliver the kind of work that we want them to deliver. So systems and processes can be so important. So think about those areas that you can systematize that would simplify your life. I learned this in the corporate world and I never forgot it. They said, systematize where you can and customize where it counts. And we want to do this because you only have so much willpower and energy on a day-to-day basis to think through something and to make the effort of doing something for the first time or reinventing the wheel every time you do something. You will burn out your energy by doing it that way. Systemizing things allows you to make things automatic. I don't even have to think about it. It just naturally happens. So that's the benefit to having systems in your business. Simplicity gives you more energy and effort and also creates a high-performing team who delivers consistent results to your customers. Does that sound good? I think it sounds good. Now let's talk about team building. And team building is one of those areas that often gets overlooked. And I have a lot of leaders that I've worked with over the years and a lot of business owners who have said, Brandon, you know what gets in my way of team building is my customers. I'm so busy serving my customers, I don't pour that energy into our team. And I think about this because a lot of business owners think, well, you know, with turnover being the way it is and all these other things, I don't know if I want to make too big of an investment in our team. But I remember this quote that I saw. It was a meme. I don't know who created it, but it was a CEO talking to the CFO. And, you know, the CFO says, well, what if we train these people and develop them and they leave? And the CEO said, well, what if we don't and they stay? And that's what happens when we don't do team building and we don't do team development. So part of the team building process is investing in your team. We want to help them set goals. We want to make it really clear what their role is. We want to do consistent training and growth development. So with training, we're going to address internal skill development. We're going to make them better at the job. The development side comes from making them a better human being. All of us show up to work with strengths. All of us show up to work with flaws. What I want to do is enhance someone's strengths while also minimizing the flaws that show up in the business so that that employee can be more effective. Now, how is this a high leverage activity? This is all about expansion, expanding people's capabilities. The CEO of the Container Store once said that it takes 3 good people to replace 1 great person. Now, he didn't say 3 mediocre person. He said 3 good people to replace 1 great person. Now, think about that. We want to make every single individual on our team great. The more we train and develop them and expand their capabilities, the more they can do for the business and for our customers. And here's the thing, when we make a team member better, that team member is better in every single exchange that they have with every single customer. That is so important. Every customer that they come in contact with, they're a little bit better each time because of the training and development and the investment in our team that we've made. It's huge. Now think about the experience that you deliver in your business. We want to make sure that we build an internal culture because it's the internal culture that's the caretaker of the external experience. When we make the internal culture better, which means our team works together in a more functional way, they're on the same page, they communicate effectively, they're supportive, they talk well of each other, all those things, it is just a natural byproduct that they're going to take that and they're going to deliver a better end product to the customers that you serve. That is something we all want. Make this rhythmic. Put team training and development on the calendar. Talk about culture. What are your values? What are your mission? What are the things that are important to you? What do you really care about? What does it mean to be a member of your team? These are all things that we want to clarify with our team to build a stronger culture. The last thing I want to talk about is mental capital development. This is an equally important task, but it's often the most overlooked task. People don't think, you know what I should do right now? I should take some time and just think. We don't do that, quite frankly, because the world does not give us the opportunity to do that. We have smartphones, we have laptops, we have people coming at us all the time, 24/7 in a number of different ways. Social media, text, phone calls, emails, you name it. I am being inundated with messages on a day-to-day basis, and I know you are too. So sometimes it feels like it's really hard to think. And then I factor in the fact that I personally have 4 kids. I don't know if you have kids or not, but I've got all those things coming at me all the time. I've got all these responsibilities and all these things to do. It feels difficult to take some time and really think about about what I'm doing. Mental capital development is about taking time to really assess at a high level what is happening and what can I do to improve what is happening. How can I make the machine that delivers value to my customers better? When we don't do this and we have our head down every day in the business, working, we start to miss the danger signs of things that start to unravel and stop working in our business because we're too busy to see it. This is an opportunity to zoom out and really reflect on our business. We can look at our systems, what's working, what's not. What would happen if we grew by double? What if we grew by 10? What would happen in our business? What would we need to do differently? A great leader is a proactive leader, and you can't be proactive if you don't take some time to zoom out and really look on the horizon and see, is where my business going the place that I want it to go to? And not only is it important for you to create time and space for this, so if you're a leader and you run a business, you should be doing this on a quarterly basis, really looking at your business reflectively and looking at what do we want to do next? What is on the horizon? Is what we're currently doing really working? I like to use 3D questioning. This is from Peter Drucker. What do you want to start doing, stop doing, and keep doing in your business? That's something I like to do every quarter. A lot of my clients do it and they really love it. But also having a team retreat where you do this every quarter, where you zoom out with your team and really reflect and think critically about all the different areas of your business and getting input from different team members. So if you're not taking the time to think and to create ideas and to really look out on the horizon for what's next and look off into the future, think about how often you want to do that. Do you want to do that once a week, bi-weekly, monthly, quarterly? There's no right or wrong answer. It's just got to be something that works for you. Take the time to think. You're one idea away from having a massive breakthrough in your business. One idea. That's all it takes. I have people who come to workshops and do things with me that create 5-figure, 6-figure ideas just from being in a space where they can think critically about their business. You don't have to go to a workshop or go to a training to get that. It's great if you do, and you can do this stuff on your own if you just create the space to do it. And again, when I talked about systems and processes, I talked about establishing rhythms. This is one of the rhythms that you want to establish. And if you do it, you'll be really glad that you did, because you'll be someone who gets in front of issues before they come up. And it will give you more energy to deal with the things that you didn't see coming. Because let's be honest, in a business, there's going to be lots of things that happen that we don't see coming. So if you're at a place right now where your business isn't growing or you're not enjoying your business at the level that you would like, click the link below in the description and check out the free tools and resources that we have for businesses to help support your growth. And if you found this video helpful, do me a favor, click the like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next video that I put out.